Greetings, my friends. Please consider supporting me in my war to save pop culture by subscribing to my channel and possibly even becoming a channel member for exclusive videos, access to Doomcock emojis, and more. And if you like this video in particular, please consider using the new Super Thanks feature and putting a tip in the tip jar located next to the like buttons down at the bottom of the video. Thank you for watching, and now, on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I have a lot to say about Amazon's bullying of fans, their attempt to gaslight everyone into believing anyone who hates their shoddy Rings of Power show is an ist or a phobe or a whiny Tolkien fanboy, pick your choice. I'm working on a video about that, and it will be out tomorrow, God willing, but something has been pointed out to me that requires immediate attention. I received an email a few minutes ago from Pop Culture Breakdown's Rancor Steve informing me that Amazon has actually removed Rings of Power from its main page list of promoted videos. It used to be the first thing you saw when you pulled up Amazon Prime, but as of right now, it's not only not the first thing you see, it's not even on the automatic scrolling list. Well. Now how about that, my friends? As you know, the mainstream media is in full tilt gaslight mode right this minute, in lockstep, taking marching orders from the 2,000-pound gorilla in the room, Amazon Prime, furthering the same old tired narrative that there's nothing wrong with Lord of the Rings of Power. Hell no! There's absolutely nothing wrong with Rings of Power. It's a swell show. No, the problem is a toxic fan base that hates on the show entirely because of the black elves and dwarves, its inherent racism and sexism on the part of fans. Oh yes, don't forget sexism, my friends, because Galadriel is the leading hero, and that too is why we allegedly hate this show. Yeah, right. And yet, if that was true, if Amazon truly believed that the problem lied in the fans, not in their own show, then why would they stop promoting Rings of Power on their main page? Now, I can't guarantee that it'll be the same for you, but when Rancor Steve wrote me that this was the case, I took a look, and indeed, it was as Rancor Steve said it was. Amazon, for the both of us, has removed Rings of Power from the front page recommended slideshow, burying it like a cat buries a turd in its litter box. Oh sure, you can still find Rings of Power. It's not removed from the platform. It's still in the list of Prime's originals, just as you can dig in a sandbox to find the little turds left by your friendly neighborhood kitty cat. But think about this for a moment, because this is big news, people, and I want you to understand the ramifications. Consider, Amazon spent around about $1 billion making this crap, this J.R.R. Woking, Lord of the Rings trash, and they want to make their money back. They want it promoted. They want it proclaimed, publicized, shouted from the highest rooftops far and wide. The whole reason why they suspended viewer ratings of Rings of Power in the first place, basically shut down fans giving their honest feedback on this fucking shit show, was so that normies wouldn't be dissuaded from coming to Amazon and checking it out. They want people to see Rings of Power, and they were afraid that all the negative reviews and feedback would thwart them in this effort to spread the message far and wide and get people to watch, right? That's the only reason for Amazon to go ahead and limit user feedback. And yet, now Amazon has removed Rings of Power from the recommended scrolling list on their main page. Now, they are actually trying to keep Rings of Power on the down low. They're trying not to make it conspicuous. They're trying to downplay their billion-dollar debacle. Now you tell me, would they do this if they didn't know that Rings of Power stinks? Amazon has alienated fans not just on Amazon, but on Rotten Tomatoes and other collaborators in gaslighting fans by stifling their opinions, removing their reviews, and shutting them up. Also as to give their shit show what they consider to be a fair chance by stopping the so-called unjust review bombing. Yeah, okay. Well, they did that, so why are they removing Rings of Power from their recommended list now, putting it out of the way of normies who might stumble across it, unless Amazon realizes that this fucking thing is a complete and total disaster? There's no other way this could be so, people. Logically, factually, Amazon would still be pushing the hell out of this narrative if it felt it had any chance to succeed. If Rings of Power was in fact, as they and their bought and paid for shill media maintain, a great show that hasn't gotten a fair shake from fans because they're ists and phobes and cranks and whining fanboys, then they'd double down, wouldn't they? They'd push back and promote the hell out of Rings of Power. And yet, Amazon is not doing that. In fact, they've gone the other way. They're trying to downplay it now. Ha! I don't know if they're giving up forever, if they're hoping to hide it for just a little while till the heat dies down, if they're planning big changes in season 2, looking to clean house and get some real fucking writers in there who can tell the difference between Tolkien and their own asses. I don't know. But I do know that this is quite a wonderful development for fans, and more importantly, my friends, it is a vindication. We fans have been lied about, slandered, maligned, mocked, spit on, abused, neglected, and hated by Hollywood for years now. It's been trendy. It's been happening. Hey, the fans don't like the substandard swill we're throwing down? Fuck them. We'll just use our bought and paid for professional reviewer media slaves to put endless articles about how the fans are ists and phobes in order to gaslight them, to discredit them, screw with their heads, and make them even doubt themselves. I've heard it over and over again where the onslaught of phony media gaslighting about the terrible shows we're forced to see, their relentless spin on reality, makes fans doubt themselves, doubt their own taste, doubt even their own sanity. And yet once again, my friends, once again, we are vindicated. Amazon blinked, and in that blink, they have revealed the truth that we were right all along. God, I am sick of the lies, sick of being told that the naked emperor is not only clothed, but decked out in the finest regalia, when truth is I can see the pimples on his royal majesty's ass right across the fucking room. I am so very, very tired of Hollywood treating us all like we're too stupid to have our own opinions, too stupid to trust our own hearts and minds over their shill narratives. We are right! And we have been right all along, and never doubt it. Never doubt the rightness of our cause. Never doubt that we are not the blind on pop culture that they are. And so, my friends, I feel like Bela Lugosi in Bride of the Monster right now. And so, I'm going to quote his famous speech, my friends. I'm going to quote it for you now. My dear Professor Straussky, 20 years ago I was banned from my homeland, parted from my wife and son, never to see them again. Why? Because I suggested to use the atom elements for producing super beings, beings of unthinkable strength and size. I was classed as a madman, a charlatan, outlawed in a world of science which previously honored me as a genius. Now here in this forsaken jungle hell, I have proven that I am all right. Home. I have no home. Hunted, despised, living like an animal. The jungle is my home, but I will show the world that I can be its master. I will perfect my own race of people, a race of atomic supermen which will conquer the world. I don't know if this will be true for you by the time you check this. I don't know if it's them vacillating and then they will put it back where it was before by the time you check it. But for me and for Anchor Steve, we have both confirmed it. And for one brief shining moment at least, we were right. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.